Morning everybody, it's Mandy from Chapel Forge. So first I want to show you how amazing this savory bread pudding looks. I'll show it to you again, obviously, when we eat dinner tonight. But so to show you the beeswax wrap again, they're amazing. Works perfect for something like this because my other dish was taken up by the focaccia when it was time to bake that. So I'm pretty excited. This savory bread pudding thing might become like a thing, especially if I keep having bread fails. All right, so I came out to check on the animals this morning. Twilight was kind of acting up yesterday, and I thought that she was pregnant. I just didn't think she was this far along, and she tends to have hypocalcemia, so we are having to get some things into her. Zad and I are working on that now. All right, so we gave her all the things, and we're just hoping that everything's gonna be okay. I really thought I was going to have a dead goat this weekend and not babies, but it's the coldest weekend of the year. So we got her bred like, I don't even know how long ago now, 8, 9 months, 10 months, I don't even remember. And unfortunately, the male was shooting blanks, and there was a couple other people that had tried to get their goats bred by him, and it was the same situation, so we're almost sure that's what the problem was. When I brought Ian home, that was in July, he was in rut already. Well, I had just assumed that they probably weren't going to do the deed until it got super cold. But then she started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so I'm like, okay, well, certainly she's pregnant then. And then this morning. So don't come at me if you are a seasoned veteran goat owner. I've only had goats for 2 years. And when she had babies last time, I bought her pregnant, and she just had her babies, and we did all the things after birth, and everybody was great. So anyway, I am bringing to you from my kitchen this morning downed goat soup. So I need to go pull out a dark beer and make it flat, yogurt, a sweet potato, and a couple other things. So that's what we're gonna do in the kitchen first this morning. All right, so I had thawed some ground pork yesterday. It was breakfast sausage that we got from the Whole Hog a couple months ago. So Zad's putting them in parchment paper to flatten them, kind of make some patties. We have some random assortment of sourdough breads and things that I've made over the week. So we're going to try to finish those up this weekend. I'm probably not going to bake anything this weekend. I'll just feed my starter minimally, discard, and we'll just try to get that stuff used up. So are you doing sausage, egg, cheese?
I think with what we have on the plate today, it's going to be just a quick...
Good day for a quick breakfast sandwich. All right, so another project we have going on is we are incubating eggs. So we have whatever this holds, 18, 21, I forget. And then there's 9 or 12 or something in there. So we're going to do some candling, see who looks like they have some good activity going on. Okay, one other quick thing. Bud and I pulled 8 or 10 bags of clothes off last night. So I went through all of my clothes. Bud went through his clothes. I went through Jamie and Zuzu's clothes. So 2, 4, and 14. And then my clothes. I've been going through my clothes every 2 to 3 months. And it's awesome because my body changes, my interests change. I grab something at the thrift store, decide maybe I'm not that crazy about it. Whatever. Pants that I used to like, I don't like. And it's been awesome. So I'm up to 20 plus bags of things going out to the thrift store, and I haven't put a ton of time into this decluttering challenge. I showed you that I did the spice cabinet and the food container storage cabinet, Pyrex dishes and stuff. We did the clothes. I did clothes in the mudroom, winter coats and gloves and things like that. So I'm just really trying to dedicate a little bit of time each day to this, and it's, clearly already paying off. All right, so we're back in, gave Twilight her second dose of the things that she needs. Just gonna probably leave my boots and my jacket on all day because I'm gonna be in and out 50 times. But I had pulled these jalapenos out of the freezer last night. One of the bags had a little hole in it. I had big plans to maybe try to do some mini jalapeno poppers, but I really want to work on some seasonings, and because these needed taken care of, because there was a hole in the one bag, I'm just going to freeze dry them, and then I can use those to make some seasoning for us or whatever. Once they're freeze dried and come out, I'll powder them, pop them in a jar, and then I can work on seasoning. So I had planned on this winter learning how to bake and do sourdough and working on some seasoning mixtures, which I still have time. It's only the middle of January, so we'll get working on that. And then I have these orange peels here. What I do is I just put a bowl on top of our little teeny baby fridge that we're still working with, because the kids eat an insane amount of clementines, and I save these for soap. So like I just made an orange cranberry soap, which sold out. People love that. I was not expecting people to love it. I offered orange cranberry and peppermint mocha as like my limited edition winter scents, and orange cranberry sold out like crazy, and peppermint mocha just did okay, which I thought was really interesting. Nonetheless, I use this for my citrus soap and other kinds of citrusy, orangey, you know, those kinds of soap. So I always save the peels and freeze dry them. They make amazing powder for soap, because in my goat milk tallow soap, I don't use anything synthetic. So I don't buy like scenting oils and things like that. We use either herbs or flowers or dried fruits, some essential oils, things like that. And this is perfect for that. No sense in throwing them to the chickens if I can put them in soap. So if you've been following us for a while, you know that I keep our freeze dryer. We have it set up here in our mudroom, which is right off of the pantry and a short walk from the kitchen, which is beautiful. I don't have to walk things downstairs like I did at the other house. I have the medium from Harvest Right that has the 4 trays in it. I believe if you get one now, you get 5 trays. So woohoo for you. That's very exciting. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description if that's something you want to look into, or if you have questions about a freeze dryer, don't be afraid to ask. So we're gonna get these going, and then we'll start making some seasonings when these come out. So I've talked before about how we heat with coal. This is the ash bin that Zad made out of an old oil tank, and it's amazing for keeping ash in. We just keep it right outside the back door, and then every day we just, because coal you typically have to dump the ash like usually every day. Every other day is kind of pushing it, whereas wood we only have to dump it like once a week maybe. It just doesn't make as much ash. So this is awesome for winter, and then we can put this in the compost in the spring. Can you guess what I'm doing? I'm going to get another half gallon of milk, which I've already done once this morning because the kids need hot cocoa. All right, so Twilight, I don't know if she's doing better. She's okay, but I don't know that she's better. So we are going to take her in and let her sit next to the stove. Of course, it's like the coldest day of the year, and at least if she's warm, she's not working so hard to stay warm. So we're gonna take her in probably till the morning / maybe till she has babies. Another benefit of our concrete floor in the living room. So stay tuned. All right, so we brought her in. Her breathing seems slightly less labored, so I don't know, we'll monitor for in here. At least she isn't fighting the cold also, on top of hopefully trying to give birth. Okay, so I called one of our farmer friends down the road. We're gonna go see what he has to offer us. I'm not sure what to do here, but I am heating up. Yeah, he's not home, so he's like, oh, just go in this cabinet, whatever you need, and we'll square up later. These are the friends that you need to have. Anyway, heating up a bagel, splitting one with Zad. Jamie's going with us. Bud and Zuzu are gonna eat bacon and heat up dinner. So we have the Savory bacon cheeseburger bread pudding heating up. Quick story, funny, not funny. When I was first learning how to cook, not really, it was very, very primitive cooking skills at this point. I was just married in my first marriage, and I had made something in a Pyrex dish, and I didn't know that they would explode. So I set the super hot Pyrex dish on the very cold sink, and it exploded, and it was terrifying. So I reminded Bud that he needs to put the cold bread pudding from the fridge into a cold oven and let everything come to temp at the same time. All right, so I got a bowl of bread pudding. The goat is still hanging out on the floor. We went and visited a friend, got a few things. I think we'll probably, well, at least I'm going to sleep in the living room, and I'll keep you posted tomorrow on how things are going. See you guys later.